Hello, everyone. Welcome to Astrology with Laurel. I'm going over the May forecast. I'm super excited for May. I've been excited for May for quite some time. I was excited for April to see what it would bring, and I feel like April was a pretty exciting month, especially with that Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces. I definitely felt that energy. Don't know if you did too, but it was super powerful. If you want to learn a little bit more about that, if you missed the April forecast, you can go ahead and listen to that and what that was all about. So we're moving into May. May seems like an interesting month. We're definitely dealing with some shit. We're definitely doing some healing. But there's also a lot of action taking place, which is really exciting. And we have a lot of good placements happening. Obviously, not everything can be sunshine and rainbows. So we got a few little hiccups in the month, but nothing we can't handle, right? Okay, let's get right into it. I'm going to do this like I normally do. I'm going to go through all of the dates, talk about what that energy generally means. I might give my input about what I think might transpire. But of course, this is my interpretation as an astrologer. Every astrologer will be different. This is my point of view. So taking everything lightly and knowing that energy can be read in many different ways. So if you are interpreting the energy a different way, that's amazing. But maybe we can learn from each other. Okay, so on May 1st, we have Venus conjunct Jupiter, and this is a pretty agreeable transit. So this is good for relationships. So depending on where this is taking place in your chart, if you want to know where this is taking place, just look to see where Pisces is in your chart. So what house is ruled by Pisces, and that is where you will see this conjunction. So we're generally collectively feeling optimistic, eager, outgoing. There's a warm and friendly energy. This can also bring financial luck. Again, this is really going to depend on where this transit is falling in your personal chart. And we might feel like we want to indulge, have a little fun, spend some more money, maybe eat some delicious food. And yeah, so we're starting off the month with a good transit. We also have Venus sextile Pluto on the same day. So this is deepening our emotions. Friendships are becoming really important to us. And this is a really good time to understand where our emotions are taking us and how we relate to others. So really reflecting on how we're feeling and noticing how they impact our relationships, and maybe how we project our things, project our shit onto other people. And yeah, just starting to really digest our emotions and how we relate. We also have Jupiter sextile Pluto. This can bring creative changes. We're reforming, we're remodeling, and we're finding new ways to really express our work. This is also calling for like group expression. So how can the energy you put out in the world support the collective? That's what we're trying to really dive into. So we can expect spontaneous changes to occur. So we want to take advantage of any opportunities that come our way, even if they come fast and maybe unexpectedly. We can also experience a spiritual rebirth collectively. And I'm excited for this because I feel like we've already kind of been seeing this spiritual awakening, especially among the millennials and Gen Z. And so we're going to get a little bit more of that. And I feel like we're really starting to see a transformation collectively. And of course, with any transformation, sometimes things need to end for things to begin. So we can see things starting to fall away. I always like to think of transformation as there's a death and then a rebirth. So might not feel so good in the moment, but we are learning and sharing what is important to us and how to use that energy to support one another. So we're really starting to work together collectively and be like, okay, what's not working, what is working, and how can we move forward better and together. On May 2nd, Venus is entering Aries at 12:10 p.m. This is an Eastern Standard Time. So Venus is the planet of love, beauty, how we express ourselves, how we express our affection, how we love, and how we like to be loved. And so when it's in Aries, our love can be spontaneous and direct. So there's a strong assertive nature, and we can also feel a little impatient. So we might be a little impatient in love as well. And Aries energy is fiery. And so like this chase of love, like the chase when it comes to starting a new relationship can be exciting. So we have to make sure that we don't get too caught up in that chase and that we're also thinking long term. So desires are strong and we're more likely to ask for what we want. Also, because Venus rules money, finances, all those things, we want to be mindful of our spending because we can spend things a little bit more impulsively. So just be mindful of that. And of course, we can see a little spark of adventure, excitement, maybe entertainment. So again, making sure that you are finding that excitement and that adventure safely and you're not putting yourself at risk. And of course, there's a boldness in the air. So there's a strong desire to go after really what we want, not only in love, but also in our profession. So we can see like new ideas forming, our perspectives changing. And we've spent a lot of energy and time in the sign of Pisces. We've had a lot of planets in Pisces for quite some time. So we've been doing a lot of daydreaming. And now we're being asked to take our dreams and create a plan and take action on our dreams. Like put those plans in motion. So exciting stuff. So on May 3rd, that Jupiter sextile in Pluto becomes exact at 28 degrees at 5:33 p.m. So the energy that I was just talking about becomes extra potent. So those like creative changes, reforming, remodeling, that is where we might feel this energy the most, starting to brew in May 1st and starting to build May 3rd. Other energy that is accompanying that Jupiter sextile Pluto is Mars sextile Uranus and the Sun sextile Mars. So we can feel a little restless and impatient in our daily routine. So all those like transformative things that are taking place, those restructuring, remodeling, we can want it to happen immediately. So we can feel a little frustrating. We're seeking new experiences and activities, and we're wanting to bring more excitement into our daily routine. So we're trying to kind of break out of a rut, and this is the time to do it. So we're trying to adopt that new perspective, see fresh new ideas, and thinking originally. That being said, this is also an excellent time for all kinds of work. So the energy is high and we have a lot of confidence around this time. So even though we might feel impatient, we have a lot of energy, we're ready to tackle anything, and we really want to see change happen. If you want to look to see where that's happening in your chart, remember that Jupiter is in Pisces and Pluto is in Capricorn. So look to those house placements to see what's going on in those houses for you. May 4th, may the force be with you. On May 4th, we have the Sun conjunct Uranus. There's a strong desire to release restrictions from our everyday routine. So that theme is continuing. This transit is kind of like an invitation to remember why you love to live. So we've spent a lot of time, and some may even say that they feel like they've lost time, which I don't like saying because I feel like I've learned so much in the last 2 years and I like to live without regret. I think that every experience is a learning experience. But that being said, we really are invited to kind of remember why we live. Like, what is the purpose for our life? And like, where is our joy? So there can, of course, be some resistance to change and fear around changing what feels familiar, but things are very much changing collectively. And some people are ready for it. Some people might not quite be ready for it. But the main theme with this transit is to really adopt a flexible attitude. So allow yourself to kind of go with the flow. Trust what's coming and trying not to be so resistant to change, because change is constant. Change is always going to be a constant in our life. So we might as well get used to it and acknowledge that no matter what, nothing will ever stay the same. So this is a really good time to do one thing differently. Try one thing differently and just start to adopt that flexible attitude. And remember that Uranus likes to bring unexpected change. So the more flexible you are with unexpected change, the easier it will feel. On May 5th, we have Mercury sextile Uranus. This is pretty lighthearted. And this is a really good time to kind of use your mind for like leisure pursuits. So a good day to kind of like spend reading, or maybe like painting, doing some art. Maybe you just hang out with your friends. Maybe you go to that art exhibit you've been waiting to go to for a while. So this is a good day to kind of like allow yourself to enjoy something, find some joy. So I always like to say life can be sweet if you let it be. So trying to find the sweetness in life, this is a really good day to do that, because joy is crucial for us to experience life. It's just important. We need joy in our life to be happy. So allow yourself to have some fun and let loose. Just do something that isn't necessarily productive, something that just allows you to have some fun. I feel like over the last couple of years, it's been really hard and challenging to find fun stuff or like do fun things. And like, there's always a heavy kind of air, or it has been for a while. So just surround yourself with beauty and stop and smell the roses, get in touch with your emotions, and immerse yourself in the pure joy of living. On May 10th, we have Mercury Retrograde. I know, it's okay. I promise it's okay. It's in the sign of Gemini. It's happening at 7:47 a.m. and it's happening at 4 degrees. So the reason I mentioned the 4 degrees is if you have any Gemini placements, anything that's coming close to that 4 degrees, so anywhere like from, I would say 5 degrees or less, you'll probably kind of feel this the most. So Mercury feels at home here in Gemini because Mercury is actually Gemini's ruling planet. So this is the planet of communication, technology, travel, and we're going to be heading into a bit of a tailspin. So what does it mean with a Mercury retrograde? So Mercury retrogrades are not bad. They just slow things down. So this is when the planet moves backwards. So it's kind of a good time to reflect. And because Gemini is very connected to communication, we can see a lot of miscommunication happening. So making sure that we're really clear on what we're saying, that we're really getting clear on our ideas. And because it's in the sign of Gemini, Gemini is like jack of all trades, has a million different ideas, is like the master of multitasking. But because it's retrograde, it might be really hard to focus and multitasking might not come as easily. So we might see some mishaps in technology, travel, because Mercury also rules those activities. So planning extra time for travel, backing up things. So making sure that you're saving files and you're not losing content. We can see some technology mishaps on like social media, stuff like that. And of course, I always say, make sure that you triple check anything that you're signing, any contracts. If you can avoid signing contracts, try to. If you can't, just make sure that you're really, really revising, and making sure that everything is legit. Gemini is also a little flirtatious. So we can expect some exes resurfacing around this time. Be really wary of any exes resurfacing because they're probably not here to stay. So just make sure that you're sticking to your guns, that you're not letting anyone weasel their way back into your life, and that you're reflecting on what you want and what you don't want. On May 10th, we also have Jupiter entering Aries at 7:22 p.m. So this is exciting because Jupiter's been in Pisces since December, and it's getting a little, we're getting a little preview of what Jupiter in Aries is going to be like the following year. Jupiter is going to go back into Pisces October 28th, but I'm kind of excited for Jupiter to enter Aries. I was like super excited for Jupiter to enter Pisces, but it's had me feeling like more like dreamy and laid back and like not very action oriented, which is like so not me. My Pisces rising is like, give me a break, Jupiter, give me a break. So I'm excited for Jupiter to enter Aries because I feel like our dreams are going to be put into action with this. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's a youthful energy. It's masculine energy. It's representing spring. It's direct. It's assertive. And Jupiter is expansive. It's abundant. It is good fortune. So this energy is like chest puffed out. It is proud. It is ready to tackle anything. So like all those big dreams that we've been like stewing and like dreaming into, manifesting, we are like ready to like unleash them into the world. So there's an optimistic energy in the air. It is I would really advise to lead from your heart and ensure that you have a plan and follow through, because Aries can be so fast and not much thought going into it. Make sure that you have a plan and make sure that your plan has longevity. So we're more likely to take big risks, and you're encouraged to take those big risks. And we're going from dreamy and intuitive to action and desire. So we're able to take charge of our life and have the energy work towards our desired goals. We've got innovative ideas. There might be an impatience with action. So making sure that we're being mindful of that. It's okay for things to move slowly. We don't need to see results right away. And this is also can be a very me focused energy. I say that because collectively that can generally not be good. This like strong ego energy of like me. So making sure that we are not forgetting about the collective, and that yes, we all have strong beliefs, but not getting into arguments with each other, maybe just listening to each other. We can learn from one another. In our differences, there are lessons. So being mindful of disagreements and arguments and learning to walk away when nothing is moving forward. So this is very much a time to expand. So remember, I've talked about Jupiter expanding, contracting, and that we can't always be expanding. I feel like Pisces has been gearing us up for this, whereas like we haven't been expanding so much in Pisces. Pisces has kind of been like, no, like I want you to dream all those wonderful ideas, but I don't want to do anything yet. I want you to kind of just like sit back and relax and like let yourself be bored, let yourself find new ideas in stillness. Whereas when it's in Aries, it's very much a time to expand. It's very much a time to take action, and more opportunities are likely to present themselves. So when we become clear on what we want, and when we lead our life from a place of true authenticity, so we cut out all the background noise, we cut out all the bullshit, we stop listening to other people, and we really become the leader of our own life, that is when those opportunities are going to present themselves. So it's a really important time to expand and embrace your potential. On May 15th, the sun squares Saturn. So this is where things can start to feel a little icky and restricting. So this can be a difficult transit, even though it's short. There are often issues that are arising that really need to be handled and taken care of. So you may feel restricted. Saturn loves to throw those obstacles in place, but usually those obstacles and restrictions are there for a reason, and there's lessons that lie within there. And remember that Saturn wants you to learn those lessons, and he wants you to learn those lessons so that he can reward you with something great, something you deserve. So you may feel like you want to break out of a rut, but you find that you can't. You're being met with obstacle after obstacle, or you feel like you're being weighed down by responsibilities. This is a really good time to reflect, because the obstacles that you're facing and the restrictions that are really weighing you down and like feel heavy, it's often not outside energy that's causing these restrictions. It's often not people around you. It's actually usually yourself. You're usually holding yourself back in some shape or form. So reflect on that and see where you can make those changes. So this is a really good time to begin to reshape the foundation and the elements of your life so that you can have a better foundation to move forward. So seize a moment and actively work towards what you desire. This is a good time to show up for yourself and learn ways to gain confidence in yourself. Also on May 15th, we have Sun sextile Neptune. So we are more aware of the energy of others and more willing to assist others in their needs. And this is going to lower the ego's needs, which is kind of good because I feel like the egos are going to be high generally right now. So we can see spiritual and mystical influence be more potent. I'm here for it, always here for that mystical energy. And there's going to be more interest in it. So more people studying spiritual stuff, more people may be interested in astrology, tarot, all of the occult stuff. And asking life's bigger questions like, what does it all mean? And we're also withdrawing from a regular routine. This is where those themes are taking place, and that transformative change is happening. We are releasing this structure, these like needs that we've had as a society. Things are very much changing. That like regular 9 to 5 routine is changing a lot. And I think that we'll see a lot less of it going forward. You can already start to see it happening. So energy could be a little bit low this day. So make sure that you use this day to kind of gain clarity and maybe find ways to connect to that your spiritual connection and relationship, whatever that looks like for you. Remembering that spirituality can look different for everybody. On May 16th, this is where it gets really juicy. We have the lunar eclipse, and it's a total lunar eclipse in Scorpio coming in hot at 12:14 a.m. at 25 degrees. So look to your chart and see if you have any Scorpio placements or any fixed placements. So that will be Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. And if anything comes close to 25 degrees, you'll likely feel this. You'll really feel this if any of them are in Scorpio. So our first entry into eclipse season was a little light and fluffy. It was in Taurus. It was more grounding. Felt a little slower. Felt a little nicer. It was really the calm before the storm, because there ain't nothing light and fluffy about Scorpio. So we're entering a total lunar eclipse in transformative Scorpio. So we're digging deep. We're digging real deep. So this eclipse is going to help us unleash any emotional baggage, maybe even some trauma that has been weighing heavy on our hearts, even if we're not ready to come face to face with these things. So my hope with this energy is that all of that emotional trauma that we've gone through over the last couple of years, all of the heartache and all of the just like all of the hard shit that we've been through, I really hope that this is where we start to heal. But before we heal, we have to deal with it. So we're going to be coming into contact with our emotional, our mental tension that we have built over these last couple years, and we're finally dealing with it. So we need to acknowledge, release, and heal. So Scorpio is a water sign, so we can expect to feel emotional. This one might feel pretty heavy, so allow yourself to prepare for that. And unexpected change or unexpected emotional stuff might come up, but remembering that there is a relief on the other side if we work through our shit. So make sure you're working through that shit. We all have it. It's okay. On May 17th, we have Mars coming in close contact with Neptune. They are both in the sign of Pisces, so look to see where Pisces is in your chart to see where this energy is taking place. So this day could feel a little funky. We could be generally feeling irritable, maybe unpleasant. So we want to make sure that we're not attaching ourselves to what we're feeling. Neptune here is dissolving the ego. So when the ego is involved, things can feel a little icky because ego energy is strong, and we don't like to surrender the ego. So it's best not to start anything new today, and we could be easily influenced by individuals who do not have our best interest in mind. So be mindful of the information that you are absorbing and taking in. Make sure that the information that you are digesting is coming from a credible source and with someone who has your best intentions in mind. Remember that anyone can make something sound good and sound true. Energy is also likely low on this day. So good day to go inward, good day to reflect on your emotional nature and maybe not engage too much with other people. On May 18th, we have Sun trine Pluto. So this is a very intense, powerful energy. We're wanting to learn the inner workings of the world and our lives. And yeah, we are looking to uncover what motivates us. So like, what empowers you? What are you seeking from this lifetime? And what changes do you need to make in order for that to happen? If you want to know where this energy is taking place, Pluto is in Capricorn and the Sun is in Taurus. So look to see where those signs fall in your chart. So we are collectively transforming, big theme, and we're uncovering what works and what does not work. Remember at the beginning of the month, what works, what doesn't, not just personally, but collectively. Changes come more easily and things are very much changing. On May 19th, we have Mercury sextile Jupiter. We have larger issues in life coming into focus. So time is being spent learning what is best for our future and how we move forward. Ooh, I love this. So our mind is clear, sharp, and alert. We are optimistic and we have some positive energy, which is kind of nice. I feel like we need that positive energy. We are becoming clear on what we want in our life, and we are learning that we have the ability to get what we want out of our life if we're willing to work with others and support each other. Oh my gosh, my Aquarius sun loves this. We can get what we want if we work together. How gorgeous. So you help a neighbor, they help you. You support someone, they support you. This is very much when you need help, ask for it. And if you have help, offer it. Energy. So this is a conscious of group values and needs. Oh, I love this so much. On May 20th, the sun is entering Gemini. We're entering Gemini season, so we're going to be more social, engaging in intellectual conversations. We might want to learn new skills. We might feel more curious about new topics and experiences. And we can also feel a little scattered with that Gemini energy because Gemini is jack of all trades, likes to have a million different interests, likes to multitask all those different things. So making sure that when you start something, you are finishing it and you're not taking on too much during this time. So we also have a lot of ideas forming. So new ideas, new perspectives, lots of things coming around. This is also like a flirtatious energy. So we can be more communicative, more playful, and a little flirty. May 21st, we have Sun conjunct Mercury. So this is a really good day for starting a new project if you are planning on that. High level of physical energy, so we're able to really follow through. Make sure you are finding an outlet for any excess energy. So find really productive and healthy ways to release your active energy. Ego energies are high again, so making sure that you're mindful of that and that lean into creative expression. So this transit can also uncover if we are satisfied in life and in our daily routines, and it's encouraging us to kind of like make any changes to make life feel that much more satisfying. Make sure that you're not being reckless in your impulses. Accidents can occur with reckless impulses, so be mindful of that. May 22nd, Mercury Retrograde is going to enter Taurus, the sign of Taurus, at 9:15 p.m. So Mercury will continue the latter half of its retrograde in this sign of Taurus. So we're moving away from that unfocused, unclear on ideas, maybe feeling a little scattered, maybe having a hard time miscommunicating. And we are starting to move towards what we value, our resources and our finances. So this is what takes the stage during this part of the retrograde. So it's not a really great time for financial risks. And you really want to use this time to reflect on your resources and your finances and begin thinking of ways that you can plan better financially. But remember, you were just thinking, you were just planning, you're not putting anything into action yet. Wait until the retrograde is over to put those plans in motion. On the same day, the Sun is sextile Jupiter and Mars is sextile Pluto. So this is an extremely positive transit. It's also regarded as lucky. So good day to surround yourself with friends, good time to reflect on your life, examine your goals and ideas. That being said, there's strong idealism with this transit. So making sure that you are practical and that you're reviewing your plans and that you're not unrealistically moving forward. With the Mars sextile Pluto, this is also a really good time to make moves toward realizing important goals in your life. New plans will likely be an improvement over the old ones, so lean into those new ideas. Good time to work with others, and this energy is most effective when we work together. Do you see a theme? We need to work together. That's a theme. Yeah, that's a theme. So on May 23rd, we have Mercury sextile Mars. So this is a busy energy. Mentally working hard, more energetic than usual, and individually we could be standing up for what we believe in, defending our perspectives and our point of views. And this transit can be favorable in our ability to listen without arguing over our differences. How refreshing, right? May 24th, we have Mars entering Aries at 7:17 p.m. Mars is the planet, again, that rules desire, action, how we assert ourselves. Mars rules Aries, so this is a happy and a powerful placement. Most of us will have more of a desire to take action, go after what we really want, and take bigger risks. So ultimately, we're going to feel and be a lot bolder in our pursuits, whether it's romantic or professional. So this is the boost of motivation that we've all been gearing up for. After being in a really passive, dreamy Pisces state, we are finally ready to take action on those dreams. Mercury is also trine Pluto that day, so concern surrounding the deeper issues in our lives comes to the forefront. We're digging a little deeper, we're uncovering what lies beneath the surface, and this energy can have us going inward. So maybe we're taking some hard action towards dealing with those deeper issues that we've been putting on hold, and looking at our inner selves and trying to understand ourselves better. So we could find that more people are slowing down, maybe seeking therapy and beginning to heal. There's a lot of healing happening. Venus sextile Saturn. So this is group standards and ideals become more important, working towards those ideals, valuing close relationships, and understanding the importance of emotions and how we express our needs in our relationships. Common theme. Do you see it? Do you see it? May 26th, we have Venus square Pluto. So this signifies an intense emotional experience. We as humans crave stability. Right now, stability is not something that we can really access, which can feel unsettling. We haven't really had that security, that stability over the last couple years. So this is a really good time to look at your relationships. Look at where you place your value and importance, and see what changes need to be made at this time for you to feel safe and secure in your life. We need to recognize that things are changing. Change is inevitable. I already said this. Change is inevitable. Let's get comfortable with it. This is a good time to remember that we are constantly evolving, learning, growing, and changing. May 28th, Venus enters Taurus. This is another happy placement, because Taurus is naturally ruled by Venus. So Venus, again, love, beauty, how we show affection and what we value. Taurus is that grounding, that stability, that luxurious energy. Taurus is very much like productivity. It's the grower. It's the earth sign. So when in Taurus, it feels at home. It feels luxurious. It wants to take things slow and really enjoy what is happening in the present moment. So this energy brings a grounding energy to our love life and our pursuits, and it also makes them more practical. This is an exceptional energy for romance and love, and now you have both Mars and Venus in happy, harmonious placements. So this gives us the ability to go after what we want, be bold in our pursuits, but also be practical and down to earth. So what we value, how we navigate our dreams during this period is powerful. It's powerful. I just literally can't wait to see how this month plays out. Mars is also conjunct Jupiter that same day. It's an excellent transit for physical activity. Energy levels are high. Good day to tackle like yard work, any cleaning pursuits. And like if you're like feeling like you really have a lot of energy, maybe like do that workout you've been waiting to do. Make sure that you're approaching any physical activity safely and not taking unnecessary risks. And this is a favorable energy for launching any projects or ideas. And last but not least, May 30th, we have the new moon in Gemini coming in hot, 7:30 a.m. at 9 degrees. Again, look to see where Gemini is in your chart. See if you have any planets in Gemini that are close to 9 degrees. You'll feel this energy the most. Okay, eclipse season is wrapped up. Yeah, I know, it's a lot. And we're also wrapping up the month with a new moon in Gemini. And this is the best way to wrap up the month, new moon in Gemini. It is light and fluffy, and Gemini feels good because it's like flirtatious. It's an Aries sign, so it's a lighthearted, carefree, and a welcoming energy as we embark on a fresh new start, a new beginning. This is a blank slate. So like any of that like stuff we were digging up, especially during that total lunar eclipse in Scorpio, we can start to, if we did the work, we've paved the way for a new beginning, and it feels a little lighter now. So this is the best part. I'm so excited for this. We can manifest again. So anything that you've been like dreaming or thinking about over eclipse season, anything that like any like revelations that came forward, or you were just like aha moments, now you can start manifesting those dreams again. So all that slowing down, reflecting, surrendering, and trusting, it's time to take action. So for the month ahead, set intentions for how you want to feel, how you want to spend your time, and who you want to spend your time with. And remember that I host monthly new moon, full moon gatherings, and I will be hosting 2 in the month of May. So I'm hosting that total lunar eclipse in Scorpio. If you want to get down and dirty and get into really get into it, I'm hosting that on Monday, May 16th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's always recorded, and you get your own personalized mini astrology reading. They're 75 minutes. You get your astrology reading, you get some yoga, you get your own workbook with journal prompts. I go over the astrological significance, and you get your own personalized card reading, and you get to connect with lovely people. I'm also hosting one on May 30th, Monday, May 30th at 6 p.m. and that will be for the new moon in Gemini. All booking information is linked in the comment section. So if you would like to sign up for a moon gathering, it's available to you. They're $19. It's a steal. And if you want to sign up for the moon membership, where you get access to every single workshop we host during the months, it's only $29 a month, and they're yours. You get access to past workshops, upcoming workshops, and you get 2 personalized mini astrology readings every single month. So you can start to learn to align your energy better with the moon's energy. So I hope you'll join me for those. Of course, you can always book an astrology reading with me. All that booking information is also below. If you want to know how these transits are personally affecting you, and just going over this forecast was just like way over your head, and you're like, okay, Laurel, I know what's happening, but how is this affecting me? Book an astrology reading with me, and I'll let you know. Thank you for listening to the May Astrological Forecast. I simply cannot wait to dive into this energy. And I can't wait to see how everything transpires. So hope you enjoyed the forecast. Please like, please comment, and most importantly, please subscribe. Have a great day, everyone. I'm Laurel. I'm your host, and I'll catch you next week, either in a meditation or a yoga practice. See ya.